Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Wednesday, November 6th. Jaguars, CJ Beathard, back in Duval, back on the Jaguars 53-man roster. We're going to talk about that here today. Why did the Jaguars sign CJ Beathard from the Dolphins practice squad? Why did they feel the need to do that? And we're going to take a look at the rest of these injuries the Jaguars have going on. Long list of things to talk about on the injury front for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Doug Peterson spoke with the media. So did Trevor Lawrence following the signing of CJ Beathard. So we'll get into it. Really appreciate y'all being here. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear, become a channel member here on YouTube. So Trevor Lawrence, he had a little bit of soreness after that game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Late in the second quarter, kind of went head first, running with the football, got popped on his shoulder a little bit, stayed in the locker room a little bit longer than most of the rest of the players after halftime, but he came out there and he played in the second half and did his best, obviously. So he has a sore left shoulder, not his throwing shoulder, which I think is key. So I would still guess he's playing, right? I mean, it doesn't sound like it's something that's going to hold him out long term. It doesn't sound, again, it's on his non-throwing shoulder. So he said he's sore. Doug Peterson said that he's still sore. In regards to CJ Beathard, he was on the Dolphins practice squad. The only reason the Jaguars probably didn't have him on their practice squad is because of his injury situation in training camp. But Doug Peterson says that they've wanted to get CJ back. He's good insurance for them. He's a good QB3. He is a player that the entire staff feels comfortable with. Trevor Lawrence feels comfortable with. They're buddies. And with a lot of the injuries they've sustained as of late, that's having guys, head to IR, they felt like they had some room to bring CJ back. And again, Trevor Lawrence dealing with the sore left shoulder. Peterson was asked if Trevor Lawrence would be able to play this weekend. He said he just wouldn't really comment on that on Wednesday. I'm sure he'll have more to say about that on Friday, but he will be limited. Trevor Lawrence will be limited today. Again, I think he's going to end up playing. I really do. Like, we've seen Trevor Lawrence go through so many injuries and just come back as quick as anything. It's been impressive, like the toughness and grit he's shown from an injury perspective throughout his young career. So it would be a little bit surprising to me if he wasn't able to go. You've also got Ross Matisic a little banged up and sore after that football game. That's why they added a long snapper to the practice squad. Doug cleared that up today. Added a long snapper to the practice squad so that guy can come in and snap the football during practice this week. And Ross Matisic, hopefully good to go for the weekend, but giving him some rest throughout the week here. Jaguars obviously 2-7 facing the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday in Jacksonville. Not going to be an easy matchup for them. And this is not a team that's mathematically eliminated, so I would guess that they're trying to get all hands on deck, which is why part of the reason I think Trevor Lawrence will try to play, probably will play. I think Ross Matisic will try to play, probably will play. Devin Duvernay, they opened up his 21-day practice window as well. So kick returner, punt returner / receiver, Devin Duvernay should be back within the next few weeks. Those are the two roster moves the Jaguars made this morning. Again, signing CJ Beathard to their active roster. So they are carrying 3 quarterbacks right now with Mac Jones behind Trevor Lawrence and CJ Beathard as their quarterback 3. Doug Peterson did make sure to clarify that Mac Jones is still the backup quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But in order to add him to their roster, like, you can't poach from one team's practice squad to your own practice squad, right? You can't steal him from Miami's practice squad to add him to your own. But you can. take somebody from another team's practice squad and put them on your active roster, which is exactly what the Jaguars will do, or what the Jaguars did do. We're going to get into some more injury updates, but first, y'all got to check out Underdog Fantasy for Pick'em, Best Ball, and a whole lot more. You can use code DuvalDaily on their easy-to-use mobile app or on UnderdogFantasy.com, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash Pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. This season, Underdog is running a special promo or bonus almost every single day, like their profit boosts. You can pump up your winnings in just a tap when you apply the boost to eligible entries. There are going to be tons of options for Jaguars and Vikings. Maybe you like Trevor Lawrence to get some yards. Maybe you like Tank Bigsby or Aaron Jones to score touchdowns. Underdog has vulture protection to rescue your pick'em if your running back that you pick to score is vultured, right? That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code DuvalDaily to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783. Or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. So getting into the rest of these injury updates for your Jacksonville Jaguars, who again, not mathematically eliminated. I think they should be trying to save their jobs in Jacksonville still. I don't think that that's possible. I don't think that that will happen, but I think that's where they should be at mentally, the coaching staff. Doug Peterson said Ezra Cleveland will be limited this week. He missed last week. Probably will not be able to go, though. Said he's still got a little ways to go, and that Blake Hance would likely start for him because, again, you saw Cooper Hodges go down for the rest of the season. Injured reserve, unfortunately. So, yeah, it will be Blake Hance going in for Ezra Cleveland. Blake Hance has experience playing in this lineup for the Jaguars. We'll see how it goes. Mason Smith is a little bit closer. Will still be limited, closer to returning. Will still be limited, and even if he is able to return, will the Jaguars even activate him? Remains to be seen. Absolutely bizarre situation with the Jaguars' second-round pick this year. Them just electing not to activate him, not to try to get him reps, not to try to grow his confidence, his skill, his experience. Very, very, very strange. Gabe Davis and Brian Thomas Jr. will be in the orange jerseys, non-contact jerseys throughout practice this week, but probably good to go. Brian Thomas Jr. obviously played last week. Gabe Davis missed last week, but it looks like both of those guys limited throughout the week, non-contact, but probably playing against the Minnesota Vikings. Doug Peterson mentioned that Travis Etienne felt his hamstring during the Eagles game. Made sure to say that he did not re-injure the hamstring, just that he felt it. Says that he thinks this will be a better week for him, that he's in a good place. And then also, at the end of the press conference there, expects Andrew Wingard to be able to play this upcoming Sunday, which is huge for him. Huge for the Jaguars defense, potentially. Not a place you want to be in where you're feeling like Dewey Wingard's got to come in and save the day at safety, but they need some help at safety, and he's a guy that can be steady. He has performed at a reasonably high level at times throughout his career for the Jaguars when he gets in the lineup. So maybe Dewey gets out there. We will see. Really appreciate y'all tuning in, though. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear, become a channel member here on YouTube. Y'all have a good one.